Hello everyone, I'm Winifred Angus. I'm one of the midwives here in Chilliwack. Today I'm going to talk to you about comfort measures in labor. Before we go on and talk about the different ways to manage pain in labor, I want to just touch on something very important. Pain versus suffering. As I said before, pain is normal, pain is natural, and pain is something that we need in order for our bodies to progress in labor. Suffering, however, is not the same as pain. They both involve pain, but suffering is something that causes a lot more trauma than just pain. If you think about the bicep curls at the gym again, you go to the gym every day for a week and you feel sore and you have all this pain from doing all your squats and your bicep curls and your chin-ups or whatever you like to do when you go to the gym. And you come home and the next day you're exhausted, your muscles hurt, everything aches, and you think to yourself, why am I doing this? Oh right, I have this goal, this place I'm trying to get to at the end. And after a few weeks, the pain is less, and you've got this brand new body that you get to show off from all this hard work that you've done. And you feel great, and you feel good, and your mindset has changed, and you have this positive outlook, and it's a good experience. The difference with suffering is, imagine you go to the gym every day for a week and you're in pain and you're tired and everything just hurts. And now 3 weeks have gone by and you got nothing to show for it. All that hard work for nothing. That pain does not start to feel very worth it. You don't feel great. You're not looking in the mirror going, I'm the next Wonder Woman. You're looking in the mirror going, man, what the heck am I doing this for? So this is the difference between pain and suffering. When you're in labor, you know that all this hard work is going to pay off. But there does sometimes reach a point where you feel like that hard work is not paying off. And when you reach that point, that's the point that we talk about suffering, because you're working so hard, you're not getting closer to that goal, and emotionally, that can be very draining. That can be very hard on a person mentally to continue to be forced to suffer and not have this end in sight. You can quit going to the gym anytime, hand in your membership or let it lapse or cancel it, pay your cancellation fee. But in labor, there isn't a, I'm tapping out, I think I want my money back. You continue to keep going and you continue to keep having this labor pain. And that's that point where when you're wondering, do I want an epidural? Should I get an epidural? I didn't want an epidural, or I didn't want narcotic pain management that Dr. Robertson talked about. And you start to think, maybe I can't do this, maybe I don't want to do this. All of those thoughts are completely normal and they're okay to have. It's better to be able to know your limits and labor within it. So when you're thinking about pain in labor, have you reached that point of suffering? If you have, then that's a good time to talk to your birth team and to be able to determine what point you're at and what you might want to do to consider to mitigate and reduce that suffering feeling that you have, and that's okay. One of the things that I want to talk to you also is informed decision making while in labor. It's really important for you to feel like you're following your body and listening to your body. Just do what feels comfortable. Get in the shower, get out of the shower. Some people want to use water in labor until they get into labor, and then they decide that that doesn't feel like such a great idea. Just do what feels good for your body. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to ask for the advice from your care provider to see what other options they could suggest. Feel free to talk to your support person and to be able to ask questions. Feel free to get feedback. That will make you feel like you have a little bit more control over what's happening in the process so that you can feel a little bit safer as you go through this process called labor. Consider what we were talking about previously with the pain versus suffering. Take the time to consider a code word, something that you're going to be able to use to communicate to your partner or to your support team that I've really reached my limit. Lots of times it's really easy to say, I'm done, I'm over, oh, I can't do this anymore. And then you hear that little voice in your head that tells you, okay, no, I can do this, I can keep doing this. In order to continue to have your support team get you through this and know exactly what you want when you're saying the things you're saying, you can have a code word that communicates, okay, I really, truly have reached my limit. And then that way, when you say things like, I can't do this anymore, this is getting too hard, they're not going to start offering you things that make you feel like, well, maybe I do need that now, and help to prevent any regrets later, where you may have look back and say, Oh, if I had just kept going at that point. Oh, if they just hadn't offered me this at that point. If you just have a code word, then they'll know, okay, she really means it. She really wants something. Let's have that conversation.